Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a VIPCO slash Bayview Entertainment review for the movie Death Metal. Before we get started tonight, anybody out there wondering what this says? It says Disturbed. Seeing this is a heavy metal review, more or less, death metal, if you will, uh, I was able to see Disturbed at an amphitheater in Syracuse. A really killer concert. I had a lot of fun. As you may know, I don't know if I've ever mentioned on the channel, Disturbed is my band of choice. I was very lucky to get to see them. To me, it was like kind of seeing Metallica, if you will. But let's get started tonight. Death metal from BitGo. A death metal band is on its last legs after a disastrous European tour and is about to be dropped by their label, hiring a legendary producer from the Norwegian black metal scene. The band sets out to record their latest album in a remote farmhouse. Outfitted with the top of the line gear, Ivan, the lead guitarist, plans to record the Devil's Concerto, a piece of music he brought back from Europe that, according to myth, drives audiences mad. What the band didn't expect was the myth was true, and they must now survive the curse that's been unleashed. This is being compared to Evil Dead in a music studio. I kind of got more of a. I don't know if anybody out there tonight has seen the movie Black Roses from Trauma Entertainment. I kind of get the vibe from that. Uh, Based on the back two here with this guy with the horns here, I believe that was the lead singer. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember for sure. But I kind of get a little bit of a Demons vibe with this as well, just because of the way the makeup was. Of course, it's not on the level of those films, of course, but it definitely was a very fun effort from director Michael Kuciak. This also stars KateLynn Newberry, Shadia Martin, and Kara Joy Reid. You can currently catch this one on Tubi, and that's where I watched this. And I thought this was subtitled, but it turns out it's actually from the United States and it's US based. It clocks in at about 74 minutes. Pretty short film. I was hoping for a little bit more of a length in terms of, like, it was kind of interesting as well, like with horror mixed with metal music, just because you don't see that. I think the last film I watched about horror and music was Studio 666 with the band, I'm blanking on them right now, Foo Fighters. It kind of has a little bit of a vibe of that as well. Uh, Obviously, less on the comical level than Studio 666, but this currently gets a 5.2 on IMDb, which isn't too bad. But it also, I believe it was also being said that it's kind of has a Lucio Fulci meets Lords of Chaos. I don't know if anybody's seen that movie. Yeah, Horror Pack gave us Lords of Chaos. I haven't seen Lords of Chaos, but what I've watched of the trailer, it does very much have that Lords of Chaos vibe to it as well. But yeah, this was a very fun film. I definitely would recommend it just because of uh, just because of the subject matter being so uncommon. You don't see a lot of horror films in metal music and things like that, which was an interesting take. It was released on May 30th of last year. Well, 2 years ago now. Now that it's a new year, and by the way, Happy New Year to people out there tonight that are watching. It does have an official death metal movie site as well, so check that out. And all the filming locations were done in and around Ohio, which is really interesting too. You don't really hear too many Ohio-based horror films being filmed these days there. The production companies were Alta House Productions, Blast Furnace Media, and Death Metal Movie. Um, there's a little bit more I can tell you. It does have a 178:1 aspect ratio with English and SDH captions, so you can watch this with captioning for the hearing impaired, of course. Uh, but Yeah, really fun film. I'm trying to see if with the who did the makeup effects because they did a really good job. Let's see. Yeah, costume designer Morelli Pocock. I don't really see the FX producer, but it also is from Blast Furnace Media as well. Very, very interesting take on the death metal scene in terms of like metal music and horror. Uh, you don't see it very often. There's a look at the back, but yeah, that's my review tonight. And like I said, you ever get a chance, check Disturbed out in concert. Very fun band. They stand the test of time. But that's my review for death metal. And I'd like to thank Vipco and Bayview and Peter Castro for sending this over to me. I would like to see a sequel to this. They kind of hinted at a sequel at the end. I'm not gonna go into detail about it as well, but I would like to see maybe a franchise out of this death metal Kickstarter, if you will, for a possible franchise. But that's my review. Have a good day, good night. Have a good weekend, and tell your friends about Gary's Movie Crypt. And I'll be back likely with another review because I just got a mini package from Bayview to do some more reviews for them. But have a good night, and I'll see you next week. Bye.